let's do a driving day. But first, we are going to visit this wildlife scenic driving route. So let's see what kind of wildlife we see. There goes the buffalo safari vehicle. So that's a good sign. There has literally been so much wildlife at this campsite. Like, I wake up and there's just mountain goats all around the bus. And so many deer, so many buffalo already. Still controversial on whether or not it's buffalo or bison. I don't know. I keep saying the word bison, but all the signs around here say buffalo. So we need to do a little bit of research on that. But yeah, let's get going today. Well, guys, how are you? How have you been? I feel like I haven't talked to the camera in a while, so hello, hi. Hope you're all doing well. It is a gorgeous day outside, thank goodness, for this drive day and like wildlife drive, I guess. It's nice blue sky, nice rolling grassy hills. It's beautiful. I am in South Dakota, by the way, if I forgot to mention that. I came down here last week and I've just been hanging out here for the week. Went to Mount Rushmore earlier this week, which was so crazy. It literally like still seems like a cartoon. Like, I can't believe it actually exists for real, you know? But yeah, that was neat. And yeah, it's been just so pretty here. So far I really like it. I haven't seen that much of the state. I've only seen kind of the western part of the state. And I believe today I will be heading into Wyoming. This is kind of as far out, I think, that I can make it before turning around and going back home for the holidays and for December/January. So yeah, this is kind of my last couple weeks of adventure until I hit the road again, ideally in January. But here's a little deer. Or no, what are you? You are a deer, but you have antlers. Maybe that is not a deer. What are you? You're so cute. I forgot I have like the brochure that tells you about all the different animals, and I forgot to take a look at it before this. I did earlier this week, but I forgot to memorize all the different ones that I would be seeing. What is that called? An antelope? I don't even know. We'll have to look. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at this. I should also mention is that I've been having slight issues with my electrical system. I don't think anything's like broken or not working properly or anything, but I somehow drained the battery when I wasn't expecting to at the end of last night. I was at a campground so I could plug in. It wasn't that big of a deal. I just thought the amount that I use it, like I usually know that I can, the amount of time that I can go, but I guess because it's been getting a lot colder. I saw my first snow the other day, and I'm at a much higher elevation as well, and so I guess just all of those things combined, I don't know, I think took a bigger toll on my electrical system than I was expecting. So I honestly don't know how winter van life is gonna go. I don't know if I'm that excited for it, which, to be fair, even starting this, like I kind of knew that I was a bit nervous for like winter and stuff. I certainly I'm nervous because it's going to be cold and I just don't have a heater. I bought a little space heater, but I think that is like it just uses too much. It's just really like putting a toll on my electrical system, so I can keep it on for like a short amount of time at like a lower speed and just kind of test it out. Again, nothing has broken to my knowledge. Nothing like looks any different or concerning or anything. Batteries charge right back up totally fine. I think it might just be kind of the cold weather that's maybe affecting it a little bit more, but I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it. The only way to know is by trial and error and learning, and that was this whole entire process. And yeah, it honestly, I'm so impressed with how my build is holding up. Like, I don't know, I'm just so impressed with it. Nothing's broken, everything looks super good. My finances are not in the trash can, so that's cool. All of that has honestly been really, really good. And that's kind of my update of where I'm at. This blue sky here though, it's just like so big. I was sending photos back home and my mom was like, the sky there just looks huge, and I totally know what she means. Like when it's a blue sky, it just like the whole place opens up and it's gorgeous. So yeah, that's my little update. So pretty. I'm not sure if they had some kind of controlled burning plots here in the summer, because all around, even when I was hiking and stuff, there's just these areas of hills or just like patches. I mean, I can see them because they're on a hill, so obviously it's easier to tell, but just like strips going all the way up certain hills of just like completely dead trees and like no vegetation. And it doesn't look like logging, so I don't think that is the case because it's too small of an area, if that makes sense. But I wonder if it was controlled, because all of this grassland like looks very healthy, and there's so many areas of very healthy trees that I think if it was out of control wildfires, I don't think it would look this good, if that makes sense. So I wonder if a lot of this is from controlled burning. Might be able to see what I mean kind of up here, and then like that hill again, like it's all just dead trees standing. I have no idea if you're going to be able to really tell, but that's kind of what I mean. Some of the grass vegetation has grown back, but I don't know, like that will stand, I don't know. You know what, now that I'm getting a little bit closer, I'm wondering if actually it's some kind of like a bug or a virus that was just affecting these types of trees, and now all of them are dead and still standing, or somewhat still standing. That looks more accurate now that I'm like closer to them. That's too bad. Alright, we're gassed up, ready to go. I just randomly visited I don't even know what it's called, a mammoth site. It's like an archaeological dig site where they found like multiple mammoths and a bunch of other species, and it's an active dig site, and they made this like museum around it essentially, and it was so neat. I'll insert pictures here, but I'm so glad I like looped around and came back, because yeah, that was so cool. It's so wild to see like how big those species are, and like some of the other comparisons of like bulls or bison or other like animals that are extinct now, and just like how they lived. I can't believe they lived like literally here. That's so crazy. And someone just like found it by accident when they were going to build here, a developer, and then his son basically took it on with his professor, and then found all of these bones. It was essentially a sinkhole that a lot of the mammoths died in at different like times, but yeah, so wild. And then to see like all the different sediment layers that are actually here, because one of the things I was saying about traveling from like into North and South Dakota is the landscape and the geology seems so different to me, and I need to do more research on it, but this actually helped a lot, like seeing the different layers of sediment and sand, just because of mostly the rise and fall of water leaving behind like different layers of limestone and stuff. And I love geology. That was like one of my favorite courses in school. And I studied it for like many years, and I always thought it was so cool and so interesting, and so yeah, that was so neat. I'm so glad I stopped. Anyways, I'm gonna try and eat today because on my other drives, I have not been eating like at all, and I always feel so exhausted afterwards, and I like never stop. And so this time I was like, no, Ellie, turn around, go to this place, and I'm so happy that I did. I got my 2 granola bars, so let's get back and hit the road. Welcome to Wyoming! And the Buffalo National Grassland extends out to here. We made it! This whole time I've been on the phone with my friend. My service just dropped off, but I'm gonna call her back in a minute. I am literally pooping myself driving beside mountains, like driving towards them and beside them and around them. I am like just so nervous, and I can't believe that they're real. We did it. We made it. I just feel like bawling and throwing up. Maybe I'll explain that in a later clip, but oh my god. We can do it, 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 we can do it. As I was saying, I spent the majority of this day talking to my friend on the phone, which was so nice. It makes me feel so close to home, and yeah, we just have a great relationship. So we've been talking a lot on my long drives, trying to, you know, talk about life, give advice, just you know, have basically like a 2 to 3 hour hangout, but it's just me driving in the States and her hanging out from law school and back home. So yeah, that was really nice. Here are some other clips of this drive as I was talking about, and yeah, it was just beautiful, honestly. Like the mountains, the snow. I love my drive days so much. I really do. You just see the most interesting things, and it's just amazing to see the world, you know, through this little windscreen of mine. Oh, ay. Damage control. It's really fun when you have only a small space to clean up, but sometimes it's so overwhelming to know like where to start, like what area do I start in, because everything blends into each other. Anyways, I put on a bunch of comfy clothes. I'm trying to calm down because everything is shaking. I'll maybe describe this later, but sometimes these long drives, when they're have especially stressful parts, like this was through mountains on snowy roads that was like sliding in mud. Oh my god, I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to see that road again. It just takes so much out of me, and I'm glad that I stopped more and like ate more today, because that definitely helped. But just like my heart's like won't stop, and like my legs are so like adrenaline burned, like tired, you know. But it is a beautiful location so far. It's dead quiet out here. Like stepping outside, it was, and just silence, which is very nice. The drive honestly was gorgeous. Like the most stressful parts were so incredibly beautiful that if I had like a dash cam or something, I guess you'd be able to see. But honestly, like 2 hands gripping the wheel, sweating. My Apple Watch thought I was doing workouts that whole time. It literally reminded me, like, looks like you're working out. I'm like, oh my goodness. Yeah. I thought I was doing an outdoor cycle at one point. I don't know why. I think my hands were like gripping so hard and my heart was just going. The bus handled so well. I literally, like, this bus is my best friend, honestly. I mean, I have other friends, don't get me wrong, but, like, after something like that, I'm like, my girl, like, you held up so well. I am so proud of you. I love you so much. Like, I say it out loud all the time. I am so proud of you. I love you so much. And in a way, it comes back at me, but it's just so nice to be able to sit here and be like, I love you. I love you so much. I'm so proud of you, and you're just doing so well. And it's just all of the feelings, just all the feelings. I suppose I should finish off the vlog from yesterday. It's so quiet here. I like don't even want to make a sound because everything is like so dead quiet. But we made it to this crazy place. I can't believe we did the Owl Mountain Drive, but we made it. We did it. Cold tonight, but somehow now I'm in a t-shirt. I remember, so when I was younger, my dad worked in California for a lot of business travel and that kind of thing, and I remember him telling us about mountains and about how the tops of the mountains can be snowy and people can be skiing, and then at the bottom people can be in bathing suits, like sun tanning. And I was like, how is that possible? And now, even just slightly, we got some snow-capped mountains, and I'm walking around in a t-shirt. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that chaotic video. I haven't been anywhere so quiet where you can actually hear every airplane that goes over. Just a normal airplane way up there, and it's like the loudest noise apart from me walking. So cool. Yeah, this lifestyle is so weird. So strange, but I love it. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Just remember, every adventure is worthwhile. Keep sharing those stories. Bye.